we can make a deal. We can work.
How would that work out though?
Well, because it's a pay-per-view event when they fight, and the same way we did it with Mayweather and Pacquiao, both HBO and Showtime were co-distributors of the fight and shared the distribution fee. All of that can be worked out. It's silly to talk. What you know? Again, always say that because of this and because of that, something can't happen. But if you have any kind of brains or ingenuity, you can work through those problems to make it happen. Obviously, it would be wrong for Harold Spence to say, "Screw you, Showtime. I'm gonna fight Crawford on a pay-per-view distributed by ESPN." I recognize it would be wrong for parents to say, "The hell with that. Thanks ESPN, but I'm going." No, but you can work it out like gentlemen.
Does it also mean you'd like to see Lomachenko against Mikey Garcia next year?
Same thing. Same thing. The problem is, who is PBC? There are people who say Al Heyman. And I say, I think Al Heyman.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boxing Facts Over Fiction. I need you to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. Bob Arum completely destroyed PBC, Al Heyman. I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. But thank you for all the donations. Every single dollar counts. But with that being said, you just listened to the audio of Bob Arum. I'm going to leave the link in the description section so you go watch the video for yourself. But Bob Arum completely ripped these guys. Bob Arum completely ripped these guys that keep saying Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence won't happen because Terrence Crawford signed with the PBC. Bob Arum says it's a pay-per-view fight. He's willing to work with these guys, just like he's willing to work with these guys for the Lomachenko Mikey Garcia fight. He said that's the fight they want next after Jose Benavidez fight. If Terrence Crawford is able to get past Jose, which I believe he will, Bob Arum said that's the fight we want. He believes in Terrence Crawford. He believes Terrence Crawford can beat anybody out there. He believes Terrence Crawford is the best welterweight in the world. He believes Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. He said, but he did say it's a swing between him and Lomachenko, because I know that's where he was leaning. But he's right. It is a swing between him and Lomachenko. They are number 1 and number 2, even though Lomachenko only had 11 fights. It's ridiculous how we hear all these videos from these LDBC guys, and they talking about Terrence Crawford signing with Bob Arum is not going to make Errol Spence. It's like they're trying to protect Errol Spence. It's not going to make Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford happen. I mean, these LDBC guys, they just come up with their own narrative. I mean, I tend to notice that a lot. These guys, they just come up with their own narrative and say, oh, he's signed with Bob Arum, so that fight won't happen. And then everybody just runs with it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, he re-signed with Bob Arum and ESPN. They're paying him good money. You know, they got him to fight for to become undisputed at 140. They got him to fight for all the titles. Yeah, he got the skills, but they put those fights together. And if he really wants to fight Errol Spence, which he do, they're gonna make it happen. So for these LEBC dudes to come on here and try to say because he signed with Bob Arum, that fight's not gonna happen, it's ridiculous. These guys are making their own narrative. Like I said, these LEBC guys, they come on here and just make their own narrative up. I mean, I don't want to name names right now, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But those guys don't really want to. Those guys don't really want to get in depth, because I can really get in depth. I mean, they talk about Terrence Crawford. They say they say Terrence Crawford is with his slave master. Slave master is Bob Arum. He needs to sign with Al Heyman. He's with his slave master, Bob Arum. He doesn't want to leave his slave master. It's ridiculous how these LEBC dudes come up with this stuff. Like, they don't want me to break down what's really going on. Like, we all know who owns boxing. Who owns boxing? Come on, man. The white Jewish own boxing. The mafia own boxing. That's why you see the color red and blue. Come on, man. Al Heyman doesn't run boxing. The Jewish mafia run boxing, guys. I mean, you guys, this is boxing. I want to talk about boxing. I don't want to talk about who owns this, who owns that, who slave master that. But if you guys want to bring that up, we can do that. The Jewish Mafia runs boxing. They run both sides. They run Top Rank. They run PBC. They own all that shit. They just make it look like you guys got options. There is no option, guys. There's no options. At the end of the day, there's nobody signed with their slave masters. If you guys really want to stoop that low, we can do that. We can say all the fighters are signed with their slave masters, because at the end of the day, the Jewish Mafia runs boxing. They own it. They own both sides. They own both sides. PBC, Top Rank, Golden Boy. They own all of that. They're just trying to make it seem like it's a choice. So don't go there, because we can go there. But I'm not even going to feed into that, because I know these guys, they don't really do their research. They just see Bob Arum and say, oh, Terrence Crawford was with a slave master. And they see a guy they call Al Heyman, and he's a black guy, and they want all black fighters to sign to him, when in reality, the Jewish run everything. But do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's talk boxing. Let's not talk race and all that other stuff. Hit that like button.